Yo, yo, yo. What up, y'all? Oh, Jay Boulevard, right when I got on screen. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Be right back. Hold on. What up, big man? What up? I'm just now getting back from work. I'm just now getting back from work. Lucas, what up? Frostnix, Mr. SU, viewed. Hey, the gang's all here. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. I had to do a lot of contemplation. Had to do a lot of contemplation. How's everybody doing though? Maxway, what up? What up? What up? Armagon, what's good? What's good? What's good? Okay, so rate and hate, what's up? Loco Panda. Okay, I will say I'm going to be very disciplined about when this stream ends because I checked the schedule and if I'm understanding this correctly, the mods are going to be watching football at 8:15. Tino, what's up? Correct me if I'm wrong. Ashes, what's good? So that's around when we're when we're gonna end it. Um, eh, okay, cool. I figured. I was like, okay, I know. I remember Jay said something about Thursdays. Jazzy, what's up? So I was like, okay, let me check what time it starts. So 8:15. But real quick, Fate Stay True. What's up? What's up? What does everybody think about the Steam news before we get into the list? What does everybody think about the Steam news? How's everybody feeling about the Steam Machine 2? How's everybody feeling about the Steam Machine 2? Where we at? Options are good. Yeah. Evil Lucario, what's up, man? Very interested. Jay, this is your chance. This is your chance. Hop on the PC bandwagon. Who up on they Gabe Cube? Yeah, there we go. Is it a Steam Deck too? Somebody says, Mr. SU, you sleep? You not wait, are you on PC already, Mr. SU? If you're not on PC, this is your chance. Another console for someone to load Mario 64 on it, take a funny picture, and not actually play the game. Low key, Ashes is basically a PlayStation Xbox replacement for me. Yeah. Looks every much like what an actual Xbox should look like. Yeah. I'm hyped for that controller. Someone said it just when I said it. I'm hyped for that controller. Ozzy, no. We bring peace. Yeah, no, the controller seems fire. Even though I'm curious about Are my fingers going to be accidentally hitting the tracking pad? Because they're kind of in a weird position. But I guess you can turn off the tracking pad, so maybe that doesn't matter. Um, what's up, Hassan? But I will say the people thinking that Xbox is going to be, I will say, and something that Lucid has been talking about online for a minute, I do find it interesting how people kind of pick and choose when they want to call something a console and yeah, Lucid's been going crazy. When they want to call something a console and when they want to call it a PC, or when they want to say, oh, this is competing with consoles, or when they want to say, oh, this is in its own lane. It's not competing with consoles. Now, I remember people were saying the Steam Deck isn't supposed to be competing with consoles, but now that this Steam machine has been announced, everyone's like, oh, see, they're killing the Xbox. It's like, but I thought y'all said they're not competing. They're just doing their own thing. So now it's like, okay, now this is going to kill consoles. It's very confusing. It's similar to what people do with Nintendo, and when they're like, "Oh no," when Nintendo's succeeding, people are like, "Oh no, they're not." They're a separate thing, though. They're not competing with Xbox and PlayStation. But then when Nintendo's failing, it's like, "Oh no, they should be doing what PlayStation and Xbox are doing. Then they wouldn't be failing." Which one is it? Which one? Which one is it, man? Zareth, what up, man? Uh, they've always been competing. I feel like it's kind of cope to say they're not. Yeah, I agree. I agree. They're all in the gaming market. Just people be splitting hairs and trying to be pedantic about it, but okay, y'all, y'all can get your last thoughts in. But I'm gonna start on the topic. Uh, now my top 25 games. Let me show you guys the original list. Okay, let me show you guys the original list. Let me put this up here. Um, this is the original list. Okay. Close this. This is the original list. This is my original top 25. I might have to move myself out. I'm gonna move myself over here. Oh, let me undo. Okay, and then move that over here. Okay. This is the original list, okay? Um Number 1, Xenoblade X. You know, you can skim through it. I'm gonna talk about the changes as I go through the new list. I have the new list, but I'm gonna go through like the new stuff one by one. Okay. Um, I personally do. Lucario says I personally do one game per franchise for my top 25. From you know what's interesting? I kind of sometimes I get why people do that, but for me it feels very this it feels more honest to just include to not do that. It feels more honest to just be like, yeah, even if it's gonna be multiple entries, but fuck it. That's how I actually feel. You know, um, but I get the other perspective in terms of wanting it to be more comprehensive in terms of your taste, but I kind of want to be more sincere about like, oh, I like these games more than these other games. But okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go to Topsters. Okay. Oh no, Topsters low key kind of sounds like a triple X site. That's the original Damon X Machina was not on my original list. To- But do y'all feel me? Topsters sounds kind of like a triple X site, don't it? Topsters. I don't know. I don't know what YouTube allows. I don't know what YouTube. Bro, it's not Friday. Yeah, it's not Friday. My
You
bad.
freaky frog!
My bad.
You're a freaky frog!
But let's go. Let's start the list. Okay, I gotta look at the new one. Um, so number 25. Can y'all guess what number 25 is gonna be? Can y'all guess what number 25 is gonna be? I bet y'all can't. I bet y'all can't guess. GeoBytes, thanks for the follow, man. Thanks for the follow. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Let's go. Okay. Check it out. Multiverse. Somebody said multiverses. Mega Man Legends, Persona. Y'all trolling. Y'all annoying. But no, check it out. I know y'all already see it. This is number 25. Sonic Adventure 2 is number 25. This is it barely made it on. It was very difficult for me to decide on this, okay? But and I'm gonna tell you right now, it was between this. And y'all are gonna be like, oh my gosh. But Sonic Adventure 2, it was between Sonic Adventure 2 and Killer 7 for number 25. It was between Sonic Adventure 2 and Killer 7. And in my mind, I was kind of like, okay, Killer 7 is the cool pick. And I do love Killer 7. I do love Killer 7. And in my mind, you know, some of my human instinct was to be like, Killer 7 is the cool, like, oh, you have so much taste. You know, you're so avant-garde. It was that kind of pick. But when I think about my taste and games that I still think about very often, Sonic Adventure 2 is one of those games where like it intrudes parts of my life constantly to this day, right? So when it comes to the music, that's usually the big thing people talk about with Sonic Adventure 2. But the music, when it comes to like the you know, the Rouge, the Bat tracks with Flying to Freedom and the Knuckles tracks, and you know, it was a very, I want to say, TRL MTV blend of music that I think still resonates with me and still kind of informs my taste in music to this day. And I talked about this on Twitter too, how Sonic Adventure 2, I feel like, is a time capsule for the early 2000s, which also informs a lot of my taste, right? So when I say it's a time capsule for the early 2000s, you have the snowboarding and, you know, skating stuff with the extreme sports, which was really big in the 2000s. You have the music, like I was talking about before, with the different, like I said, the MTV TRL blend of like, oh, you got the pop rock, you got the hip hop, and you even got, and even with the acid jazz with the Tabitha Fair tracks, all of that. The Chow Garden with the monster raising, which was also big in the early 2000s. All of that is very like formative for me in terms of like my taste in things in general. So I had to be very honest with myself and be like, no, Sonic Adventure 2 represents me more. even if on paper Killer 7 is like the cooler game, right? So that is my number 25. Is Sonic Adventure 2. Okay. Pumpkin Hill as well as Live and Learn stays with you. Yeah. Was this game? Yeah, rate and hate. That's also another thing with the Sonic and Shadow levels specifically. They did indoctrinate me into schmovement, and it was really my first. That and another game we're going to talk about later were big in terms of my understanding of schmovement very early on. If y'all know about those Final Rush levels, let me show y'all something. I used to do this all the time when I was a kid. In Final Rush, let me see if I can find a quick clip. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, here it is. So let me show y'all this level, right? All the time, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, that's the one I'm talking about. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. This level, I used to do this all the time. Like, this is how I would be moving on this level as a kid. That is exactly how I'll be going through that level. Let me see if I can find, hold on. Yeah, but that level was like formative for me. You know what I mean? So that's number 25. I'm not going to spend too much longer on that. Now, can y'all guess number 24? Guess number 24. Y'all can have the my original list pulled up on the side if you want to. If y'all say Yakuza one more time. If y'all say Yakuza one more time. Wrong. Incorrect. Sin and Punishment? No. Not Sin and Punishment. No. Number 24. I'm going to be typing it while y'all. Armored Core is a good guess. But no. God Hand, that might enter later on in my life. We'll see. But no. It is. Why is it saying GB? Get that shit out of here. There we go. Persona 4 is number 24. Yeah, Persona 4. And Persona 4 was my introduction to the Shin Megami Tensei series. Persona 4 was my introduction to the Shin Megami Tensei series. That's really it. And, you know, again, the music, the vibes, everything very influential in terms of like the types of shit I like. But yeah, it's on this list because it introduced me to the Shin Megami Tensei series. And I still think it's the best Persona. In my opinion, it's the best Persona game. I love the mystery, Scooby-Doo aspect. The story felt more like, oh, I want to know who's behind this. Whereas like I don't feel like I felt like that for other Persona stories and other Persona games. My second favorite Persona is Persona 2. GK, please, it's JoJo, not Scooby-Doo. No, get out of it. Thing Japan. No, it's Scooby-Doo. Get out of here with that. The party had more chemistry too. How do you feel about the upcoming remake? I'm cool with it. I mean, whatever. I'm probably not gonna play it. I usually don't play Persona games more than once. So yeah, Persona 4. Now, I'm not gonna spend too long on that one because there's other things. There's a lot of Shin Megami Tensei on this list. So yeah. Now, guess number 23. Guess number 23. I might spend a little bit of time on number 23. It starts with an S. Dark Souls, huh? What? Dark Souls? No. I think AM2R is a GK Core game. Will be Spelunky, huh? Strider. Y'all are crazy. I said it starts with the S. Soul Hackers. Oh, that's a good one. No. Um Street Fighter 5. I'm not, I'm not a Street Fighter guy. The Digimon world. Y'all are funny. No. 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 What up, Jalen? Splatoon 2 Octo expansion. We're at number 23. Yeah. Splatoon 2 Octo expansion is number 23. This game, right? Again, the soundtrack, man, that drum and bass soundtrack, the vibes, the aesthetic, the hip hop references, the platforming, the puzzles. It's very cool. The levels are short and sweet. They get straight to the point. The final boss is incredible. It's challenging. Yeah, Splatoon 2 Octo expansion is a vibe. Well, first of all, Splatoon 2 Octo expansion, it doesn't have a skill tree. I'll say that. So I just off top. That's just off the top of my head. But I feel like the levels in Splatoon 2 Octo expansion were harder. I feel like they were harder. Or maybe I did get better and on Splatoon 3 and they weren't that difficult because I've improved. But I feel like Splatoon 2 Octo expansion's levels were more challenging and there was no meta progression. It was just you and the game, you and the gameplay. But also, again, I feel like even outside of the challenge aspect or the gameplay aspect, I'm including Octo expansion and Splatoon 2 as a whole. So this is Splatoon 2 with the Octo expansion. Yes. Everything as a whole, yeah. Yeah, the secret boss was crazy. Way better than Splatoon 3's final boss. Significantly. Yeah, Splatoon 2 Octo expansion. So that's that one. That's that one. Now we're gonna go to number 22. We're getting through these. We're getting through these. Guess number 22 starts with an M. Oh, wow. Okay. Somebody guessed it. Jazzy. You did it. You did it. Jazzy, you got it, man. Oh, why they got Mega Man Legends 3 on here? uh, what? Mega Man Legends 1. Mega Man Legends 1, incredible game. The art style is incredible. I love the tank controls, the dungeon crawling. I like, even the story was really entertaining. It was fun, lighthearted, had some comedic aspects. Y'all making me say Metroid because I'm reading the chat. Mega Man Legends was great. I love that game. I have not played Misadventures. I have not played Misadventures. I have played Mega Man Legends 2. So yeah. That's Mega Man Legends. Not much else to say. It's a beautiful game. The art style, in my opinion, is iconic. When people copy that PS1 low poly aesthetic, this is the game they're copying. Very incredible game. I love the music in this one too. Music might be one of those sneaky things that kind of gives games extra points for me. I'm not sure. Strawberry Sunday. Wait, it has tank controls. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mega Man Legends 1 has tank controls. Kind of. Yeah. But there we go. Mega Man Legends. Mega Man Legends might be the move for me because honestly, I'm not really feeling the OG series. I've never been a big fan of like regular Mega Man either. So I feel you. Yeah. The audio work. When I don't, yeah, Mr. SU, yeah, it is interesting. That art style was not that common in that era, but yet that's the art style that people copy when they go for the PS1 when indie developers want to go for the PS1 aesthetic. Yeah, T.O. Yep, Mega Man Legends. Now, number, what's it? 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. It starts with an X. This one's kind of easy. If I say X, y'all kind of know. It starts with an X. Bayonetta Origins. You just want to hear that buzzer, huh? Xenoblade something. Xenoblade 2? Oh, no. Xenoblade 2 is a fair one. Xenoblade X. Lucid. Come on now. Lucid. I say we're at number 21. Xenoblade. Which Xenoblade do y'all think is my favorite Xenoblade? I mean, y'all got the list. The list is there. Xenoblade. Oh wait, outside of X. I'm not including X. Which Xenoblade do you think is my favorite? Xenosaga 3. Yeah, okay, yeah. Y'all got it. Xenoblade 3. Xenoblade 3 is my favorite Xenoblade. Yeah, I'm surprised people think it's Xenoblade 2. I do like Xenoblade 2. But Xenoblade 3, in my opinion, a lot of people are kind of iffy on Xenoblade 3, but the combat, let's get this out the way. The music, in my opinion, even though they kind of were pretty annoying about the chain attack music, when the music did get to kick in, Xenoblade 3's soundtrack, I loved it. The different classes, the story, the cutscenes. Let's not get into it. Let me see if I can find. Hold up. Let me see if I can find a little. Because the cutscenes in Xenoblade 3. The cutscenes in Xenoblade 3. Nah. Oh, yeah. This. Let me see. Yeah, let me show y'all. Let me look at it. Just look at this. Just a little short thing. Raw. And the way the music kicks in. So that's fire to me. The Lucky 7 is, in my opinion, the coolest sword of all time. The Lucky 7 is the coolest sword of all time. That shit is just so like fire, dog. And even the way they incorporate the Lucky 7 into the combat later on. This is just chills. Like the way I don't think anyone who hasn't played Xenoblade 3 already will ever play it, but they use it in the combat in such a fire way. That Lucky 7, bro. Like when they did that, I was like, oh my gosh. Gaming. Yeah. And the environments, you know. The Keyblade is up there. But the Lucky 7 is just, it's so simple, but it's just fire. It's one of those blades where it's like, oh, y'all just nailed it. Young Blood, thanks for the follow. Oh, remember when man, that shit was so good, man. That Xenoblade 3, man. I love it. And best combat in the series, outside of X, in my opinion. Just how much you had to keep up with. That game needs a Switch 2 upgrade for sure. That game needs a Switch. Yeah, I could go on about the way the side quests are incorporated in that game too, and how they, you know, how your party members will talk about like, hey, we're in this town right now. Don't you remember that person they said they wanted to get a couple mushrooms? I think it was so seamless. I was like, oh wow, the party members are like talking and in a natural way about everything that's going on, you know? So yeah, Xenoblade 3. I don't want to spend much more time on that, but yeah. I get it. Xenoblade 2 and 3 are tied for me for just different reasons. I feel like the reason I like Xenoblade 3's combat more is because the way they incorporated story aspects. Xenoblade 2 did that too with, spoilers, the third girl. Y'all know who I'm talking about. When the two girls, yeah. But Xenoblade 3 incorporated the combat and the story. Even how, like, at the beginning of Xenoblade 3, how the flame clock is a part of the combat and then it disappears later on after some story stuff happens. I like shit like that. But yeah. Now, here's where it gets interesting. What do y'all think number 20 is? It starts with an N. For some reason, just saying anything starts with an N has funny implications. but no. It starts with an N. This game is not on the original list. It's not on the original list. All of these so far have been on the original list. This game was not on the original list. Someone said, No More Heroes. No. No More Heroes is on the original list. Nocturne, that's a good guess. It's on the original list, though. Nier Automata. Yikes. Nights into Dreams. Yikes. Neo. Ew. Come on now. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Jazzy. Come on now. Yeah, you got it just when I was about There you go. Neon White. Now, here's the thing. Neon White, after I finished my original list back in 2023, I was like, Neon White should have originally been on there. Neon White should have been on there. This game is freaking incredible. When we talk about schmoovement, if you want to talk about schmoovement, bro, like Neon White, yeah. If you want to talk about schmoovement, man, that game has it in spades. And even the music and the aesthetic and everything, it's very Toonami. They have Steve Blum doing the voice of the main character. It's just like a very, let me find one of my clips. Let me see. No, not that one. That's when. Oh, this one. I love this clip. Let me show y'all. It's kind of blurry because Twitter, but bear with me. just oh my god, this game. One more time. Just like, look at how all of this. Yeah, that game. So that game is, in my opinion, that is one of the greatest games we've gotten in the past 5 to 10 years. I think if that was not an indie game, people would be hyping that up like way more, because it is like genius game design. Like very genius game design. Machine Girl with again the drum and bass soundtrack, the aesthetic and everything, the real heavenly, like almost, I want to say vaporwave-ish aesthetic that it got going. Everything is just, no, the cards are fixed. They're not randomly generated. Again, real level design. It is not there is not randomly generated cards. They're in the same place every time, and that people will find all these different nuanced ways of getting faster times. The way the leaderboards kind of encouraged you to compete with your friends to see who could get the fastest time on each level. Incredible game. Just incredible game. So that's why it's number 19. Yeah, very good. More people need to play that game. It's on every platform. So get on that, man. Like I highly recommend that game. This game, Jalen, this game effortlessly gets people into routing by its design. It's sick as hell. Yeah, bro. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Steve Blum is doing. He was on The Voice. Yep, he was the main character. Yeah. So now number, where we at? 18. I think we're at 18. Yeah. Starts with an M. This one should be kind of easy. This one's kind of easy. Yeah. So this one starts with an M. Monopoly. There you go, Lucario. You got it. Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime. Oh, why did I put 1? They don't do that. Metroid Prime 1 is number 18. Kind of straightforward, sci-fi vibes. First, like really like immersive, atmospheric kind of thing going on. So that one is kind of, it's not much to say really for Metroid Prime. I just kind of like the vibe of Metroid Prime. The final boss is incredible. Again, the way it uses kind of like story and kind of blends that in with the gameplay. So it's a cool game, Metroid Prime. That's number 18. It's just really my vibe. Now, what's number 17? It also starts with an M. 17 starts with an M also. This one's kind of, I'm going to throw you off with this one. Y'all are going to get thrown off with this one. Metroid Prime 2. Interesting choice. Monster Hunter Rise. Ooh, okay. Jazzy's making good guesses, but not Monster Hunter Rise. I did kind of consider Monster Hunter Rise, putting that on the list. No. I know why y'all are saying what you're saying, but I feel like the placement of this makes it seem like I'm gonna say that game, but no, that's not the game. It's Melty Blood. I know y'all aren't gonna guess it because y'all aren't into this series. Melty Blood, actress again. Let me type it all again. Yeah, Melty Blood, actress again. Current code. This game was the first traditional 2D fighter that I competed in. So when I say that, I mean this was the first game after I competed in Melee. This is what got me into the FGC was Melty Blood, actress again, current code. I started playing this game in 2012 or 2011. I kind of forget the year. It's somewhere between 2010 and 2012 that I started playing this game. I went to final round for this game. Again, very schmovement heavy. The music. Let me get y'all. Let me put y'all on to something. This is one of the songs from Melty Blood, actress again. My main was Aoko. You gotta kind of salsa to this one. You gotta kind of. So real jazzy, you know. Actress again got some bangers, man. Raito is also my favorite music composer. Like Raito is my favorite video game composer. So actress again, current code, like got me into the FGC. The gameplay is incredible. So yeah. Very South American. Yeah. So yeah, Melty Blood, actress again is what number we at? 1, 2, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. 18. Yeah. Okay. Now, 17 also starts with an M. It's kind of funny. Number 17 also starts with an M. Guess which one it is? Metroid Prime 4. Rate and hate, you got it. You got it, man. Metroid Prime 2 is next up. So, yeah. Yeah, I knew that was gonna throw y'all off. I knew that wasn't intentional though. But no, Metroid Prime 2. Now here's the interesting thing. Metroid Prime 2, I played this game as a kid and it was so confusing and frustrating that I never beat it and I was like, this sucks. I don't get it. I don't understand this. Like why do I gotta go to this different world? I don't understand what's going on over here. I'm lost. Like da 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 da. Whereas like I wasn't as confused about Metroid Prime 1 when I was younger. But then I replayed Metroid Prime 2 this year. I replayed it this year and something just clicked. I was like, "Oh, this is soulful. This is very soulful. Like the way you have to um go through the dark world and the regular world, and uh keep your health drains when you go to the dark world, and you got to maintain these different ammos and uh keep your health. There was one instance in Metroid Prime 2 where like I got stuck in a room because I didn't manage my ammo correctly. So I got soft locked out of progressing. I had to start over. And I think a younger me would have been frustrated with that, but older me was like, "Oh, that is so fucking cool." I'm All right, peace out, Ashes. See you later if you come back. But I got stuck in a room and I was like, "Yo, that's so fire." Like that is so fucking cool that you can there's actual consequences if you don't go through the proper motions. Um so yeah. Actually, if you have No, it was a room where like the door to get out was a dark door. Like it was like a you know how some doors you can only open with like dark ammo or light ammo? So like it was something like that where like the door to get out was dark ammo, and then there was an enemy inside, and then I ran out of like something happened to where I ran out of the proper ammo to get out of the room. And yeah. So yeah, but um that's enough of that for now. I have reasons why I'm not going to talk about this further for now. But um now, yeah, like those purple doors here, arm out. Yeah. Yeah, if you have zero ammo, if you do a charge beam with zero ammo, you can still use the beam, but it's just a normal shot. Interesting. I might have to go back and test that then. But okay. Next one. Oh, this is good. Next one starts with an S. Next one starts with an S. Oh wow, Verum, you're warm, and it wasn't on the original list. Jazzy, you're also warm, but it wasn't on the original list. This next one, Super Smash Brothers Melee. Oh come on, Super Mario Galaxy 2. I'm not the Mario guy. Sonic Adventure 2. Hey, look down, look down, look down, look down. Pay attention. Hey. Somebody said it. Oh, Jalen. Yep, you said it. Strange Journey. Strange Journey is now in my top 25. I thought very deeply about this. And this game, man, it is I like to say Strange Journey is Shin Megami Tensei for crackheads. And the dungeon crawling in this game, it frustrated me, but in a good way. It frustrated me in a way that made me really feel like, oh, I am in a hostile environment. This game is being very hostile to me, you know? And yeah, just really the dungeon crawling was what. And again, another interesting thing to note, I played Strange Journey I've played Strange Journey, or let me say this. I've attempted to play Strange Journey twice. So the first time I played Strange Journey was actually after I beat Persona 4. Right? This is why I said I didn't want to talk about Persona 4 too much because it might come up several times. But I beat Persona 4, I think, in 2012 for the first time. That was my first Shin Megami Tensei game. But then after I beat Persona 4, I was like, oh, okay, like I have a DS. Let me see if there's any Shin Megami Tensei games on the DS. Strange Journey was there. So I was like, oh, let me try Strange Journey. And I was like, ugh, it's first person? What are these graphics? Like this, and I gotta, why I can't find, I don't know where I'm going. And like, so I was like, oh no, never mind. I'm not playing this. So I dropped it. Then the pandemic hit. Like, so this is like fast forward 8 years. The pandemic hit. And I was like, you know what? I've played a lot. I've almost played every Shin Megami Tensei game. Let me try this again. Since I want to eventually have played every Shin Megami Tensei game. So I played the Redux, Strange Journey Redux, and automatically I was like, oh, nah. I did not have taste back then. This is fire. This is very good. This is fun. And frustrating and hostile. I love it. So, yeah. It was a, Strange Journey. Incredible. So, let's get to this next one. Yeah, R-Man. Yeah, Insane Whiplash. Yeah. Going from 4 to Strange Journey, that was not a good decision. I had to pace it. So, yeah. But after I got more experience with the Shin Megami Tensei series, that's when I went back and I was like, oh, okay, I get it. So, this next one also starts with an S. Definitely Blanky Core, Mr. SU. This next one also starts with an S. Saga. What Saga? Star Successor. Good guess, but no. SMT4. You got it, Lucario. You got it. Shin Megami Tensei 4. One of the most unique settings in video games. You are a samurai in this underground. Do I want to give spoilers? Anyway, let me just say you are a samurai in this cyberpunk world. The even the graphical style is very interesting to me. The way it uses the 3DS, I think not the 3DS in terms of the 3D effect, but I mean like the dual screens. I love it. The way you can kind of call up burrows. And yeah, there's one let me see if I can find this one moment that usually happens when you go to a new area. Just aesthetically the game is great. I love the combat. Yeah, Shin Megami Tensei 4, that game needs to be ported somewhere. Somehow. They might eventually remake it. I don't know. But let me see if I can find did I no? No, I didn't. Yeah, I can't find it. I can't find it. But either way, that game is like a vibe. Oh, no, I did find it. Never mind. Let me show y'all. Oh my gosh. I hate this. Okay, never mind. But either way, the UI and everything and the vibe is great. So what up, Udatai? That's what I was looking for. Oh, did I fucking I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Hold up. I think it saves it anyway, so I shouldn't be worried. Yeah, there we go. Okay. What up, Udatai? Yeah, the atmosphere was top notch for a 3DS game. Yeah, for sure. So you can tell SMT4 and Strange Journey was designed with dual screens and handheld playstyle in mind. Yes, yeah. We're gonna go to the next one though. This isn't the came and went stream though, Udatai. This is my top. Or maybe some of these did come and went, came and went though. But number whatever. What's the next one? It starts with a D. It starts with a D. Oh wait, no, I typed no spoilers. Damon X Machina? No. Ozzy, you got it. Digimon World for the PS1. Now this game, bro, I was gonna do a video about how pet simulation kind of like how Pokemon and Digimon were kind of going in these two different directions in terms of pet simulation, and how I wish that Digimon World's style of pet simulation won, because it felt more like what we were doing with Tamagotchis back in the 90s in terms of you had to you were building an actual relationship with your pet. So, or with your monster in this case. So you had to feed it. It had a schedule in terms of when it would have to go to sleep, when it pooped. It would die if you didn't do the things correctly. It felt more like, oh, I am raising a pet. I am raising a monster. And the environment design in Digimon World 1, I have never seen. That, in my opinion, Digimon World 1 is the best looking PS1 game. I will die on that hill. Digimon World 1 is the best looking PS1 game. Like, it is just a vibe, man. Let me see if I can find some I keep trying to find little examples, but it's hard. Digimon World. Okay. Digimon World 1. Okay. This is, yeah, I got some examples. But just the way it uses like the pre-rendered environments. Like, look at this. Zia, I know there's at least 2 more JRPGs coming. I'm sick. Let me see. Are there 2 more JRPGs? Yeah, there's at least 2. But I thought you hated turn-based. You just hate JRPGs in general? Because there's only 1 more turn-based thing on here, I think. Oh, wait, no. There's 2 more turn-based. Okay, yeah, there's 2 more turn-based. Yeah. But, yeah. Just the environments, man, like, is just is the best looking PS1 game, in my opinion. Yeah, the recruitment for File City, you can get them out of order. Yeah. Yeah. Um. Oh, you've leveled up the bigotry. Okay. Okay. So that's Digimon World 1. Okay. Um. Now the next one. This one I might not spend too much time on because I know a lot of people don't have too much history with this game, but it starts with a T. It starts with a T. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Let's see what y'all got. Thousand Arms. Yep. Yep. Thousand Arms. 13 Sentinels. Actually, that is a T, technically. No, but Thousand Arms for the PS1. So Thousand Arms, I like to say that this game, this was my first JRPG. And again, it's one of those games, you know, as a kid that I actually played a lot of. Like I played this game a lot to where I remember it very vividly. And I feel like this kind of formed my taste in RPGs. Like it was very important in terms. This is Thousand Arms is the reason I eventually even played Persona 4. Thousand Arms is why I eventually got to Persona 4. Yes, it was Persona before Persona. It has the dating sim elements. I believe it has the most voiced dialogue of any PlayStation 1 game. It has the most amount of voice acting of any PlayStation 1 game. The aesthetic, very 90s, very if you really do the knowledge, I guess, on the style that Thousand Arms is channeling. Thousand Arms is very like PC 98. Like it's the closest you can get to playing like a PC 98 type game on the PS1. So it has a very 90s art style, anime cutscenes and that kind of thing. The sprites, let me see if I can find Arms. He usually has good footage. So the sprites in this game, beautiful. I think these are I would say again, best looking battle sprites. Cool anime, like this still looks good. Yeah, I had a video on this topic. Yep. Geobytes. I actually saw Thousand Arms on your original list and ended up downloading it today because I never heard of it and it looked good. Yeah. Thousand Arms is great, man. Like, this is a very important game for me. So, just look at those sprites though. Yeah. So this was a big deal for me as a kid. Look at the victory. So very cool game. That's Thousand Arms. So let's get through it. Now, the next one. I'm not even going to count the numbers, but we're just going to keep going. The next one starts with a K, and it was not on the original list. The next one starts with a K, and it was not on the original list. This one is kind of obvious. Y'all should probably know this. Yeah. Yeah, y'all got it. KOF 15. KOF 15. Oh, wow. What's the type? CV. This game, bro. In my opinion, KOF 15 is the best modern fighting game out right now. KOF 15, and KOF 15 is the last modern fighting game before we got to this new era where like only defensive options suck. And the games get very, all the new fighting games get very like oppressive in terms of offense. And the defensive options aren't as strong. So KOF 15 is the last game we have before we got to this, I guess people will call it post Street Fighter 6 era. So no, KOF 15, man. Look, I am eventually going to do a video on this too, but this game also, I think, I always had considered myself like a mid-level fighting game player. I've always been like decent. I've always been okay. KOF 15, getting good at KOF 15 turned me into like, I would say I'm high level. After getting good at KOF 15 is when I actually like, oh, okay, I can say like I'm good at fighting games now. Because I learned so much about just how to be better as a player through playing this game. I learned so much about defense. I learned so much about option selects, movement, mind games, conditioning. All of that I learned. Even like, I didn't play charge characters until I was... And this is the thing. People will say, oh, I don't want to play KOF 15 because I have to learn 3 characters. But being forced to learn 3 characters for KOF 15 is part of the reason why I became a better fighting game player. Again, I didn't play charge characters until I had to find a 3rd slot for my team in KOF. It's like, okay, I guess I would pick Leona. And then I learned charge characters because I was forced to, So KOF 15, let me see if I can find those grand finals for Lao Yagami, man. All right, peace out, Zia.
Only winners. Lao Oh, Shanghai. Then he jumped into another 2C. Magic.
Like, look at this.
Yeah, Cole, I think this match is determined by this point where I'm going to be...
Yeah, Jalen, I never played charge characters in any game.
From the last game, you see them seeping through here, but there's a 2C. This could be huge damage. And of course, another setup. Shanghai had taken a bait with any DPs. It's been very defensive.
Oh, he wants the hit. That just fantastic is going to be enough. And even without the resources, Lao Yagami draws the first blood of the grand finals.
Actually, let's go to the end.
One of the greatest players in this.
This is so tough to call, and he's going to pull it up against the Rubik's Cube. That is Hinako, and it's Lao Yagami as a player.
Oh my God, look at the opening.
Let's just look at this last match.
Shanghai is going to do this very difficult. He is a genius. He is the prodigy. And now, with no other than Hinako against the ball, now fight back.
Oh, he's going to advance cancel here for massive damage. This could possibly do it. Lao Yagami, 500,000 on the line, and it's
not so close.
What a Pixel will do it. Can he close out almost with the stomp? Shanghai, how does he do it here? He needs one more hit. Lao Yagami is going to get even a trade, possibly. This could be it.
Look at the passes from.
I'm trying to try. We got it. And a run up throw. Lao Yagami. It hasn't even set in.
Oh my God.
Lao Yagami.
Incredible game.
SWC. Champion.
He has done the impossible wrong.
He did it.
He has done it.
Run America.
All of this.
Very good shit here. So, yeah, run up, grab, man. Sometimes you gotta do it. Sometimes you gotta do it. That's all it takes. I don't care what level. Again, that's a new thing for me too. I used to be scared to just run up, grab. KOF is when I was like, fuck it. Whatever, bro. Run up grab. And yeah, it's a very fast game. Yeah. So this is the game I credit to taking me from being a mid-level fighting game player to a high-level fighting game player. This is the game that did it. So KOF 15. Now, this next game starts with the G. And it is on the original list. Next game starts with the G, and it is on the original list. Jazzy, oh, come on. Okay, y'all got it. Y'all are guessing too good now. Gundam Extreme Versus. One of, and Maxi Boost specifically. Gundam Extreme versus Maxi Boost is the greatest anime fighting game, or not anime, arena fighting game of all time. Gundam Extreme versus Maxi Boost is the greatest arena fighting game of all time. Let's see if we can find some clips. Yeah, because it doesn't, we've only gotten 2 entries in America. And it mostly is still just in Japan. Let me see. Do I got... What did I do for the hashtag for Gundam? If Eclipse is here. I forgot what I did for the hashtag for Gundam. Oh, okay. It's M Beyond. Okay. Oh, whoa. Holy bit rate. Jesus. There we go. I think this is a little better. But yes, it's very inspired by Virtual On. But it's better. A lot of aerial movement. It's a team game. Me and Eclipse used to play this game a lot. Around the pandemic, as you can see. Let's see what this clip got going on. This is my Easy 8. So yeah, that's Gundam Extreme Versus. Yeah, it's fun. Gundam Extreme Versus is like really good. Man, I love that game. We need this. They need to give us something, man. They need to give us something. Yes, I'm a fan of Gundam. I like the Universal Century Gundams though. So I don't be watching all the spin-off. I just like the Universal Century stuff. So the original Gundam Wing, MS Team. MS Team is my favorite Gundam. Thunderbolt. So yeah, those are my favorites in terms of like the Gundam series. Have you seen the newest anime? No, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that one. I haven't watched the newest ones. Gundam 00, yeah. I think the only spin-off that I've seen is G Gundam and Wing. Those are the only 2 spin-off Gundams that I've seen. But as far as the Universal Century stuff, I like MS Team, Stardust Memory, Thunderbolt, and yeah, I don't even like the original Gundam, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of the original, but I've watched it because just to know what's going on. But yeah, I have not seen Iron Blooded Orphans actually. I might eventually, if I'm ever in the mood again, I'll catch up on more UC stuff. But yeah. So that's Gundam Extreme Versus greatest anime arena fighting game of all time, and it's not even close. It's not even close. Very underrated game. I hope they eventually bring one of these to PC or something. But yeah. Okay. Now we're at the top 10. We're at the top 10. Number 10 starts with an S. Kind of easy. It's kind of easy. You got it, Lucario. Absolutely Safe Caps, you also got it. Star Successor. Sin and Punishment Star Successor. Oh my God, I'm having trouble here. Let me just type in Sin and Punishment. Is number 10. The motion controls, the set pieces, the gameplay, it's just. Let me see if I have any clips. Excuse the bit rate. Look at this, man. They don't make games like this no more. Yeah, doing my top. Hey, what up, Pale Violet? Yeah, doing my top 25, man. Yeah. This is the Wii one. Yep. Did I have that other? I was gonna go with my bookmarks, but I probably got some egregious stuff in there, so let me be careful. Oh, okay, I found it. All right, actually, let me go to it. Let me show y'all this level too, because this level is also fire. Copy link. Just look at this. Incredible game. Incredible game. We need rail shooters back. We need rail shooters to come back, man. Yeah, this was on the Wii. Yep. Every stage on Walking Girl Koi got to play this one day. Yeah. It's fire. Shalant 98, what up? Every stage in this game just keeps getting more and more insane and never lets up. I really love that boss on the lake too. Yeah. Oh yeah. That boss was sick. That boss was sick. So yeah. That's number 10. Now, guess number 9. This was not on the original list. It starts with a D. There you go, Jazzy. Damon X Machina. Titanic Scion. This is probably the newest game on the list. Just so y'all can get clues for future ones. This is the most recent game on the list. This game, I don't even need to talk about it much anymore because I already have a whole video about this. But just to like the burn. So I didn't plan on making a new video this soon, but this game has in the video or any. It's like if zone. Look at this. Are you kidding me? The schmoo. Oh wait, let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back. Come on. Self-explanatory, man. Look at all, look, bruh. Are you kidding me? The schmoovement in this game is crazy. Listening to myself is crazy. And it flows. Where's that Obama meme? Aerial and ground combat. It's like if Zone of the Enders and Virtual On fused together and added just a little bit of the granularity you get from something like an Armored Core when it comes. That's Daemon X Machina Titanic Sound. Well, I've made a whole video about this. Y'all can check it out on the channel. Give it a little comment if you haven't already. Give it a like. Share it with your friends. But yeah, Titanic Sound is crazy. That is like that is like an insane game. And the expansion is coming out on Friday. So we'll be seeing more of that. Now, number 9 starts with an S. Peace out, Mr. SU. Soul Hackers, you got it. You got it. Soul Hackers on the 3DS is how I played it, even though it originally came out on the Saturn. Shin Megami Tensei Soul Hackers is my favorite Shin Megami Tensei game. Cyberpunk setting. Probably the shortest Shin Megami Tensei game I've played. Because it's only 20-something hours. So short, cyberpunk, incredible music, the combat. The demons in Soul Hackers can actually like disobey you, depending on their personality, or they might do certain things depending on their personalities and stuff like that. Again, going back to that pet raising element that we see in Digimon World, that aspect of Soul Hackers really appealed to me. I'm like, oh, okay, like these demons have personality. You know, they have different behaviors that you have to take into account. So, yeah, Soul Hackers, incredible. This is still my favorite Shin Megami Tensei game. Because it gets right to the point. So yeah, that's Soul Hackers. We're getting to the end, y'all. We getting close to the end. Number 7 starts with an N. Number 7 starts with an N. Team Dark Ronnie. Thank you. This list is raw. Hey, man, even if it wasn't raw. Yep, No More Heroes. No More Heroes. After this is done, we're going to talk about what left the list and why it left the list, by the way. There's going to be one that might interest y'all a lot in terms of like what left, but where is No More Hero? Oh, there it is. So No More Heroes, Suda51, crazy game. I don't know, this game, I love the boss fights in No More Heroes. probably, I'd say my favorite. I'd say No More Heroes might have my favorite like group of bosses, like my favorite ensemble cast of bosses of any video game. I think I can say that pretty safely. Yeah. Like my favorite ensemble of boss characters. Yes, absolutely safe caps. Capsule. I've played several other Suda 51 games. I've played Flower, Sun, and Rain, No More Heroes 2, 3. I played Killer 7, and I recently played the Silver Case a couple months ago. So yeah, those are all the Suda 51 games that I've played. I think the next ones I want to play, but I think what's the last one I want to play? Maybe is it Twilight Syndrome or Moonlight Syndrome? Yeah, I played Flower, Sun, and Rain. That was the first one I said. Yeah, I played Flower, Sun, and Rain. Flower, Sun, and Rain, though, isn't a very fun game, but it is very interesting. It's very bold. So yeah, those are all the Flower, Sun, and Rain, Killer 7, all the No More Heroes games, and the Silver Case developer. So yeah, that's No More Heroes. Probably I'd say my favorite action game. Just it's not the most like complex thing, but it's very fun and has a lot of personality. And it gives a good I think No More Heroes 1 gives a good kind of insight into nerd culture in an interesting way. So yeah, that's No More Heroes 1. 6 starts with an S. Yeah, there's a lot of S's on this list. But this S is kind of easy. This one's also easy. Sin and Punishment. There you go. Sin and Punishment. The first one. Now, a lot of people put Star Successor over the original. And I understand why. But Sin and Punishment 1 to me is just a tighter like experience in terms of having a very strong identity. So Sin and Punishment 1, I love the art style. The art style, I think, you know how we talked about Digimon World being the best looking PS1 game? I think Sin and Punishment 1 is the best looking N64 game. Like, that game, visually, incredible. The sharpness of all the character models, the set pieces and all that kind of stuff. It's a very cool looking game. Yeah, Sin and Punishment 1 is only 44 minutes long, while 2 is like 2.5 hours. Yeah, so I love how short Sin and Punishment 1 is. And again, going back to identity, the music in Sin and Punishment 1 is, it's a jazz fusion soundtrack. But it's a very, I talked about this in my jazz fusion video too. We can actually look at that right quick. To highlight for Mario Kart 8 though is one of from the Sin and Punishment soundtrack. So this is what Sin and Punishment is a rail shooter developed by one of my top 5 favorite game developers of all time, Treasure Co. Limited. They made this game in collaboration with Nintendo. I could do a whole video just gushing about how much I love this game, but for now, let's stay focused on the music. Let's start with the first track, Within Earshot. This song has crazy polyrhythmic reverb drums, heavy bass, and heavily processed FM guitar, with FM sounds basically being synth sounds. So yeah, it's just a... And then the other track,
By the way, this
Rain
level
Blue, actually has a similar texture.
This level,
to it,
look at
with
the
some more synths getting a chance
theming
to
and like
shine,
the
as well as some breaks
concepts.
from the electric guitar.
She's
that
like
give you a chance to appreciate
sacrificing
the
her
drumming and the
soldiers to
slap
attack
bass.
you.
It's just fire, man. So, just an incredible game, Sin and Punishment 1. It's just the vibes are just cooler in Sin and Punishment 1, in my opinion. The vibes are cooler, the music is cooler, the graphics have a strong... Everything just has a stronger identity in Sin and Punishment 1. So yeah, Sin and Punishment video win. I should do a Sin and Punishment video. I should. Number 5. This is going to be very easy. Number 5 starts with a Z. Number 5 starts with a Z. Wait, actually, no, it doesn't start with the Z. I'm sorry. It starts with a T, technically. Someone said Breath of the Wild. Interesting. Jay Boulevard said, which one do y'all think it is? Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild? Yep, Tears of the Kingdom. Breath of the Wild, Tears. It's Tears of the Kingdom. It's Tears of the Kingdom. This game, when I went, there's like a level of like, I had a lot of like, whoa, this is happening right now. I had a lot of those moments in Tears of the Kingdom, like finding out about the underground for the first time. Was like, oh, whoa, this is, wow. The twist with Zelda, again, if y'all haven't played it, I don't want to say anything, but I'm sorry. That twist is crazy to me. Like that was like, oh shit. You know? And the final boss, of course. Sorry, I know people hate this game, but for me, I love it and I think about it often. So for me, that's the thing about my list, is I'm kind of moving with my list is coming from the heart. I'm not thinking too hard about like, oh, is this the correct thing to put here? Is this like, oh, you know, it's like, no, if I sit down and I'm honest with myself and what my experience was when I played Tears of the Kingdom, all those moments, Jalen, enthusiasts hate the game. It's kind of like Ninja Gaiden 4. You get what I'm saying? Like, most people like Ninja Gaiden 4, but then when you get super deep into the fan base, and then it's like, oh, okay, you know, people don't like it. But that's Tears of the Kingdom. Most people like it, but then when you start getting deep into the fan base, you start seeing the hate. But yeah, so Tears of the Kingdom for me, incredible. Even like, I'm trying to be careful about what I say here, but there was a dungeon where you were building something. Y'all know the dungeon I'm talking about, where you had to slowly build the parts to something. Sorry, that was fire. That was fire. It was sick. Even the lead up to find that dungeon was fire to me. I'm sorry, bro. I don't care about all this stuff. I don't know what y'all are talking. If you don't like it, fine. For me, That was fire. It's just like, it had a lot of those moments that, like, even if on paper, when people explain why they don't like Tears of the Kingdom, even if I can understand, that just wasn't my experience. That just wasn't my experience with the game. You know how people even talk about the whole, like, oh, you can just ride your bike over make a hover bike and fly over everything. I didn't know about that until I beat the game. So if someone wants to critique Tears of the Kingdom for that whole riding the bike thing, cool, whatever. I didn't know about it. So that wasn't my experience. That just wasn't my experience. So I can't grade it based on that because I didn't know about it. So my experience was building shit and finding creative ways to get past certain obstacles. That was my experience. If that wasn't yours, okay, cool. But so Tears of the Kingdom is number 5. Now I'm not gonna give y'all a clue on this next one. But it also, actually I will give you a clue. It starts with a T. It starts with a T. And it was on the original list. Check the original list if you need a reference. Someone said BOTW. 13 Sentinels. BOTW. Interesting. It is 13 Sentinels. 13 Sentinels is number 4. This game, obviously I can't say too much, but this game, the story, the visuals, yo, even the comp. Oh man, I have a video about this too. Hold on. Designs really pop. It's an amazing. Let me say this. Among my circle, this game has received a lot of praise, even for its art style. But I actually think with the level of visual presentation on display here, look at these visuals. It deserves praise even beyond the niche bubble that I exist in. Not just for its art style, but even the tower defense battle portions of the game. Yes, GK. You spitting right now, bro. Has a sharp futuristic look with blocky text and an orange. Yes, the tower defense was fire. Themselves, for as simple as the actual animations and attacks are. Yeah, GK. Cool heavy lifting. Wireframe models that represent your mech. Hazy blue transmission screens when pilot characters. Yes, I do value UI a lot, Ray and Hate. You're correct. Give you a mental image of what your attacks are actually doing. I value UI a lot. Interesting way of using. Did I talk about the? Oh yeah, I did talk about this part, right? Look at the part where you're choosing between the story sections, the battle sections, and the glossary. It looks so fucking cool. GK, I know you didn't play it, but I find it fascinating how 13 Sentinels are like the yin and yang. Interesting. Like Unicorn Overlord and 13 Sentinels. Got you. Yeah. I ride my own dick because I don't trust these hoes at event. Yo, yes, bro, Jazzy. 13 Sentinels. And again, I've been writing video ideas for next year. I'm gonna be talking about this game in a big way next year too. As far as these next videos that are coming up. Call it a self-topster.
You freaky frog! You're a freaking frog!
Okay. Now, number 3 was not on the original list. Oh, wow. Somebody got it. Yeah. Somebody got it. Well, actually, it was on the original list, but it wasn't this high. It was on the original list. My bad. Virtual Fighter 5 went from, let's look at the original list. Virtual Fighter 5 went from number 25 to number 3. Virtual Fighter 5 is my third favorite game of all time. Now, the reason Virtual Fighter 5 is now number 3 is because when I originally put Virtual Fighter 5 on my list, the original list, when I originally put it there, Body Blaze, thanks for the follow. I was not that good because I played original Virtual Fighter 5 in 2012. This is when I was still new to fighting games. So one, I wasn't that good at fighting games. And then on top of that, I wasn't that good at Virtual Fighter. But then as I got better at fighting games, I revisited the game now that it's gotten a re-release. And now that I'm good at the game, I'm like, oh, no, this is, in my opinion, the greatest traditional, air quotes, fighting game of all time. Mechanically, this is the best traditional, what people would call traditional fighting game of all time. I've talked about this game in like too many videos at this point, so I don't want to like belabor that too much. What is my opinion on the version differences? My only gripe is that Virtual Fighter 5 Revo doesn't have all the costumes that we had in the original Virtual Fighter 5 on PS3 and 360. The original Virtual Fighter 5 had very cool costumes and a lot of like customization options. We don't have that. We have customization options in the new one, but not like what we had before. So that's my only gripe, but yeah. So yeah, Virtual Fighter 5. Now, I already told y'all number 1. Guess number 2. Number 2 should be easy. These last two should be very easy. Yep. Uh-oh, somebody guessed wrong. You're off, Jazzy. Yep. Melee. Oh, they don't agree? Y'all don't agree with that? Okay. Super Smash Brothers. Let me put that. Oh, y'all don't agree with that either. Fucking. Oh, there you go. Super Smash Brothers Melee and Xenoblade X. Super Smash Brothers Melee, this is why I specified that Virtual Fighter 5, in my opinion, is the greatest traditional fighter of all time. Super Smash Brothers Melee, in my opinion, is still the greatest fighting game, period, of all time. It's the game that got me in. It's the first game I competed in. First game I took seriously. In my opinion, if you want to talk about schmovement in video games, Melee is the GOAT. Melee is the GOAT of schmovement. And if you don't know, the term schmovement came from the Smash community. So that should tell you something. Melee is the greatest fighting game of all time. In every aspect. In terms of mechanics, in terms of content, in terms of aesthetic, in terms of everything. It's just it's the GOAT. The movement is unmatched, and nothing has come close since. And is the game that I think Melee is also the game that informs my taste in terms of video game mechanics. Like Melee is what made me the person I am when it comes to how I think about video game mechanics and how I think about gameplay. All of that started with Melee. Xenoblade X, I've talked about this ad nauseum. We got the poster in the back. Xenoblade X is the culmination of everything I like about in video games. You got mechs, you got movement in Xenoblade X with the platforming and the environmental exploration, the RPG mechanics. The story is like very sci-fi. The world design, beautiful. It has the multiplayer aspect and all that kind of everything. Xenoblade X got it. So that's my list. Now, I know y'all, I saw some people talking about it. So a couple things got the boot. A couple things got the boot. And the big one that I saw y'all talking about, Breath of the Wild is gone. And I had to really, I really sat and thought about this. Breath of the Wild is gone because I don't think about Breath of the Wild that much. I just don't think about it that much, you know? And this is what I was specifying when I was talking about Tears of the Kingdom with the twist with Zelda, the depths, the underground, the final boss, all of those things. I always just randomly think about it. I'm always like, man, that was so cool. Or building that final dungeon, you know, the sky, everything. I just think about it more, you know? So I had to really sit and think to myself like, okay, Breath of the Wild is good, but do I actually think about it? Is it actually, am I randomly thinking about moments I had in Breath of the Wild? It's like, no, I'm not really, you know? It's still a good game, but Tears of the Kingdom, I think, had more moments that, like, I just think about, you know? So I had to be honest with, I think I included Breath of the Wild in my original list because I was still kind of, Tears of the Kingdom was still kind of new. So I think Breath of the Wild still was kind of on my mind a little bit. But as time has passed, I just don't think about it very much, you know? You think about what Breath of the Wild established more than the highlights. Yeah. I think for me, because I played Breath of the Wild and TOTK back to back, it's the other way around. Yeah. Breath of the Wild is kind of redundant when you have Xenoblade X and TOTK. Yeah. It's kind of like Tears of the Kingdom did kind of overwrite Breath of the Wild for me. So, but it is a good game. TOTK verticality is what makes it probably the best designed open world map I experienced, and Breath of the Wild really set the base groundwork for that, though. Yeah. Great Plateau is better than the Great Sky Island, though, for real. Oh, I do think Great Plateau is, in a weird way, low-key the most iconic part of Breath of the Wild. I remember so much about Great Plateau more than the rest of Breath of the Wild, in a weird way. But yeah. So then the other stuff that I did boot Tears of the Kingdom on Switch 2 briefly. But I'm not one of those people that cares about going back for performance boosts. So yeah. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Earthbound got the boot too. Earthbound is another one. I think I kicked Earthbound off because And that was a tough one because Earthbound is very also formative in terms of my taste a little bit. It's a very sci-fi game, but I think Earthbound, I don't think I will play it again. I don't think I would play Earthbound again. And that's kind of why I'm kind of like on it. Because I don't think I would go back to it the same way I would a lot of these other games on the list. And I had some problems with Earthbound, with being like very obtuse at some points, like too obtuse. Phantasy Star Online got the boot because I think better versions of Phantasy Star Online have been made now with Xenoblade X, Daemon X Machina Titanic Scion. Both of those to me are like better versions of what Phantasy Star Online was giving me. Significantly so, to the point where I just don't think about Phantasy Star Online much anymore, as outside of pure nostalgia. Yeah, I don't replay Persona. Well, okay, here's the thing. I wouldn't replay Persona 4 either, but for one, Persona 4, I think if you look at the rest of the list, I preface this by saying Persona 4 is the reason I'm into Shin Megami Tensei. So Persona 4 is just more formative for me than Earthbound is. So even though I also wouldn't replay Persona 4, I just feel like it's more formative than Earthbound, because as you can see, I have like 3 Shin Megami Tensei games on this list. So yeah, and Persona 4 is more memorable. Yep. I go back to, like, for example, Persona 4's music a lot. I even did a remix to Heartbeat Heartbreak from Persona 4. So I think about it more than Earthbound too. It's involved in my life a bit more. Some of the games on your top 25 are the best, and some are the reason that you are the way you are. Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then what was the other one that got the boot? Armored Core 6 got the boot. Mainly because other stuff started like pushing it out, basically. That's kind of what happened with that. Where like as I started adding stuff, it just like slowly left. So that's kind of what happened there. But I would go back to Armored Core 6, actually. I would go back. And I think it's like a really good game. And then the last one that got the boot was Nocturne. Nocturne, similar reason as Armored Core 6, where stuff just started pushing it out. And I think Strange Journey, I kind of think about that game more than Nocturne. So Nocturne kind of became a situation where it's like, I don't think about Nocturne as much as I think about all these other games on the list. So Maxi Boost is on here. Maxi Boost is right here. Is this Maxi Boost? Did I choose the right one? Yeah, this is Maxi Boost right here. Yeah, so that's the list, y'all. That's my top 25. I'm posted on Twitter. I know Frostnix and Frostnix at J Boulevard gotta go watch football. Nocturne's difficulty will make me curious of their thoughts on Strange Journey. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. SU. It's very cool, but it's honest at the same time. Yeah. I try to be honest before I try to be correct or whatever. So wait, Daemon X Machina expansion is out? Oh, okay. Good timing for all of us. Thank y'all for coming through. Wait, hold on. Before we go, don't leave. Let me show y'all something. Don't leave. Coming soon. Boom. Coming soon. By next month. It's going to be shirts and hoodies. And depending on how long you've been subbed on the Twitch, you get it for free. So that's that. So coming soon, the Came and Went merch, GK merch. Thank y'all for coming through. Came and Went award nominations next week. Peace out, y'all.